So if anything else, you want to keep your body toned and the best that you possibly can, and avoid the huge areas of fat. Like there's different kinds of fat cells. The ones that are like easily like stored and used right away, and the other ones that stay permanently on. And sometimes one of the issues with fasting and why so many people try to go into the keto, which is far more difficult than vegan. If you're gonna pick a diet and you think that vegan diet is restrictive, try keto. Keto is way harder. But anyway, so that's why I stayed with vegan and not ventured into keto. Keto is too harsh even for me. But the key here is we need to try to understand that our general health, if we treat our bodies like a machine, right? Think of yourself as a plumbing system, as a car, or, as a real machine. What are the things that really enhance your lifestyle? One is the more your stomach has to do to digest food, the harder it is for you to get rid of the food that goes in. So you want to have a smooth system where what comes in comes out of the system, right? So you have to have a clean intestine in order for this to happen. And one of the easiest way for you to do that is to mash up or use a blender to blend all your food and have a certain amount that you eat every day, right? Then you have sleep. You have to have plenty enough sleep for your body to recover from inflammation and all of that stuff. So everything is intertwined, and that is why I never get upset with people who are big or overweight, because there's so much to this. And as someone who is born and lives on planet Earth, you're given all kinds of this bad information. Again, you don't have to be a vegan. You don't have to be a plant-based person to have a nice life. But if you're going to go with meat, buy yourself a scalpel and cut all of that fat out. Why? Because even though you can't see it, there's plenty of fat already in the meat that doesn't have the white bits. So you're not missing out. There's plenty of fat in the parts where you don't see the white bits. So that extra white bit in there is just extra. And you don't need it. Plus, most people who are big meat eaters tend to also have a bunch of sugar. And also, when you cook, you don't need to put that much salt or, put a bunch of sugar when you're cooking, because a lot of that is already inside the food that you have. So you could put a fruit in there to get the sugars. And meat already has plenty of salt already mixed in, especially like if you buy anything from any of the stores, you'll find on the label that there's salt in there already. So you just putting more salt on top of salt and more sugar on top of sugar. So all of us, in essence, are overwatered, oversalted, oversugared, overfatted, and then it's all in excess, right? You should have, in order to really figure out how much you eat, you should have like a container. And that container should be based on how tall you are and how muscular and all. So figure out yourself, right? Also, you have to figure out how many allergies or whatever you have. So you have to base this on yourself, and no specific doctor can do this for you. You have to figure this out yourself. You have to take all of these things together and create a comprehensive setup for yourself. But also, one big bowl should be your daily intake, right? And if you have that in the beginning of the day, and then that's your food throughout the day until the next day, one meal per day is usually the best. But if you can't do that because you have too many activities and you get hungry, then make it 2, but don't make it 3 meals per day plus snacks, because that'll kill you a whole lot faster. Remember, your intestine keeps expanding, and unlike a tank in your car that doesn't expand over a certain amount, your intestine does, and eventually it could break. So yeah, those are the things that I wanted to talk about. Again, you don't have to be vegan, but you have to be smart with your diet, and Paul Saladino is going to send you to your grave faster and better and cheaper. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.